Hey everybody, I'm sitting in my treatment room here. I just got a new projector light for the ceiling. Break up some of the monotony of the whiteness in here. I'm just gonna do a little facial massage routine to show you, and hopefully you like it. So first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm noticing that I'm having just a little bit of tension up here, and I've been having real specific, deep, pinpoint jaw tension where I feel like my back molars, like the back molars kind of want to do this in the back of my mouth, just like trying to hook onto each other, the very, very back ones. It's a little bit of teeth grinding that I do occasionally, and it radiates sensations through here along my trigeminal nerve and up into my temples, and it can make my scalp feel a little weird. So I'm just going to do a little bit of self-treatment for that. I had to do this a lot more in the early stages of my upper cervical injury, in which I greatly affected quite a few cranial nerves, including hypoglossal nerve, which is often associated with stroke. That was pretty interesting when I learned that. Not that I necessarily had a stroke, but that I had damage signs that looked like I had a stroke. So whether or not I actually had a stroke when I damaged my neck, I don't know. But I have mild facial palsy as a result, and I have trigeminal and occipital neuralgia also as a result. So as always, I have EDS hands, so I'm going to brace the two joints that are the most vulnerable. I don't have completely bendy joints, but I definitely have some that are very unstable. So this is how I protect myself in my work. I'm gonna take off my watch so it's in the way. And so I feel like I want to do two things. And I just want to check in my body, like which of those two things do I want to do first. And I'm feeling really called to addressing my scalp. My scalp's starting to really bother me. I'm sitting here and I'm bringing attention to what I typically dissociate from. People who are in chronic pain all the time dissociate, and I'm very good at it. So when I actually tune into what's going on for low-grade pain, which I often dissociate out of, it takes a lot of pain for me to notice it. I'm sure many chronic pain people can relate. So since I'm tuning into it, I'm actually noticing where my pain is signaling from. So I'm gonna go into my hair here, and I'm just gonna kind of warm up by sliding my hand through my roots. I'm just gonna warm up. This is a sensory distraction technique for the pain. For me, try it. If you don't like it, move on, try something else. I'm just gonna go through this, like this, like this. Okay, now that I'm warmed up, I'm gonna come in, I wanna grab the sides. So I'm gonna come close to my scalp, get my fingers in there, and I wanna grip. I'm not gripping super hard. I'm gripping like this, and I'm just going to do this. You do it one hand at a time. Do both at the same time. Shoulder already hates it, so I'm just gonna do one at a time. I'm gonna grab patches of my hair. I'm not grabbing mega handfuls, I'm grabbing small handfuls. It works a little bit better if you have longer hair. If you don't have long hair, you can still do it, and there are modifications. You can play around with it. You're mostly just trying to get your skin to wiggle a little bit, and you can do that. The hair just makes it easier. It's like less, rather than having to like do this on your fingers. It's easier to have a gripping action, especially if you have chronic pain or you have hands that bother you, like I would much rather grip and do this than do this. Like this feels difficult for me, pushing in like that. So you get a lot more efficient leverage if you can grip your hair. So now I'm gonna go to the top. I'm gonna show you the back. Doing short bursts here to wake it up, loosen it up. And again, I'm not gripping hard, I'm not pulling my hair. Fine. So that's done. I'm starting to feel a little bit better, a little bit different now. Next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to just check. And a lot of that stuff that I was feeling from here up is pretty much gone. And what I'm really noticing is that this is really bothering me. Right in here, the jaw joint. This is really bothering me. So I don't want to put my fingers in my mouth today, so I'm going to address it from the outside only. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my ear out. Gripping here, and pull the ear out. Right away, I have a nervous system response because I'm sensitive to it, and I am feeling better. It's a little bit looser through here now. I'm going to decompress the other side. I'm going to grab here. So pretty much where your rook piercing would be, or no, conch, I don't know. Anyways, where you would have a piercing for the lower cartilage, I'm just going to tragus. Yeah. I used to have a lot of piercings before EDS skin pushed them out. And I don't have classical EDS or anything, and I'm not super stretchy, but I reject everything that goes in my body for the most part. The only piercings I've been able to keep were my first earlobes, which is kind of fun. If you have big, like tunnels, and you can get one finger in there, you could actually like gently pull your ear just for a little bit of feedback, not to stretch it or not to hurt yourself. Just do it very gently. You're not going to hurt yourself. And then that can help. I periodically actually massage mine, the scar tissue that I have, because there were times that I tore them a little bit in the past. I'll go through and I'll massage that, and that actually does help part of this section of my face. So if you have piercings, don't forget to massage them. Don't ignore your ears. Okay, feeling better, but I'm still really bothered on this side. I can walk away from this side now. That's not bothering me. But I feel it really deep inside. So this is what I'm gonna do. So cheekbone, ear, lower jaw, right? Your muscles are here, so you can feel them, right? And then here is your cheek, and if you push through, your cheek is kind of painful because then you're rubbing your cheek against your teeth, but I'm going right in front of it. And I'm literally just gonna take my fingers and I'll push into it a little bit, and this is painful for me, but I'm gonna then do a little divot up like this. So it looks like this, like that. I'm gonna hold. I'm looking for, it's understandable the pain would go up. If it plateaus and then drops, that's fine. If it keeps going up and up and up, you've got a problem and you should probably stop touching it. Or try something else first and go back to it. Slide out with respect. I just made that one up on the spot. But typically what I'll do is I'll have people start under here and then go across. But because I felt it really deep, I wanted to actually get some perceived muscular pressure on it. Like I felt like I really needed more pressure than usual for that. So that's what I did. If you have TMJ issues, maybe don't do that one. You want to be light. If your TMJ issues specifically, is what I'm trying to say, if they specifically cause you to dislocate your jaw, then you probably don't want to be pushing like that. I don't subluxate my jaw, although my jaw is hypermobile. There. Check it. Going to do a couple of these. I'm just pushing my jaw out. Like an anglerfish. I find that I have a lot of tension through my platysma because it was partially paralyzed for a while after my injury in 2017. And so I have a lot of tension that builds up in my anterior neck, the front of my neck. And it would affect my speaking and swallowing as well. So by pushing my jaw forward, I seem to loosen it up in a different way just by doing that gentle action. Again, that may not be appropriate for you. So always go with caution with these. Everybody does everything based on their own personal experience and what seems to work for them. So just experiment, but know that if you push too hard, you could upset your system that way. And I'm just going in and I'm actually just sort of like doing a little bit of sliding against my skin. I'm actually pushing a little bit more here just because I feel like I need that. And I'm just gonna come through like this. Oh, my eyes have been so tired. From the stress of the holiday seasons, I'm sure other people could relate. Tiredness in the eye, sleep deprivation. If you've been crying a lot, you can get kind of like sore through here. And that just helped me a lot. And my nose even opened up, so that was good. Anyways, I hope you liked this. And thank you for being a Ko-Fi supporter. This is exclusively yours. I don't think that I'm gonna share this one on YouTube. So I hope you enjoy